Chi-Chi and I'm on the block. There's different type of arts and stuff. There's different types of arts and stuff as far as like painting on canvases, painting on sneakers, even painting with your vocals, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this event went perfect. It was like exceeded my expectations by like a lot, and like I'm really proud and I'm still not feeling proud. But thank you everybody, and I really appreciate you guys.
Hey Chi-Chi.
Hey!
So we are at your Paint and Pyrex event.
Yes.
What inspired you to create this event, and what did this event entail for those of the people that did not come?
So basically, I mean, I feel like if people follow me on Instagram, they kind of see like my kind of characteristic. I really build a lot of my friendships and relationships with people just simply off of trying to give back to other people or showcasing that I'm not the only one that does stuff. You get what I'm saying? I feed off of like a everybody eats type of vibes. I say that a lot in like a lot of my previous interviews and stuff like that. Yeah. So I stuck with that in my mindset creating this project, and I didn't think it was going to create this much impact that it did, and I'm actually really grateful that a lot of the artists ended up reaching out to me as well. I'm really proud of them because a lot of them be on social media and stuff like that, but they don't have a strong hold on it, so I feel as though this event really gave them a good sense of like networking, a sense of marketing themselves and branding themselves, and I'm really proud of them.
All right, so did you do this alone, or did you have a lot of help from like family, friends, who like helped you put this all together?
Alright, so I mean, I feel like financially speaking, I kind of put in everything. I didn't charge anybody a vending fee, just for simply like myself. I would take trips to New York and stuff like that, pay vending fees just to showcase my work, sometimes not sell. And I wanted to give people the opportunity of like not so much putting in so much, but getting back like a little bit more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a financial note, but as far as my support system, definitely like my friends and family, they go really hard for me. Social media, my like customers, just anybody that supports me in general. Like I know it's usually genuine love. Like I never get bad vibes from nobody, so it'll be love.
And how long did it take you to put this event together? When did you come up with the idea, stuff like that?
When did I come up with this idea? I think for a little minute I've had a mindset of how I wanted to do it, but as far as preparing it, I lied to you not, I probably got this house probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and I was kind of nervous that it wasn't gonna do as good as it did. But yeah, even originally 3 weeks ago I got a house, and they kind of canceled on me, so getting this house was a little bit faster, but it like turned out amazing. So I'm really grateful.
And tell us where we are and what we're in.
We are, alright, so we are in Camden, New Jersey. We are in what I call a bando. So my theme was trap art, bando art, because I wanted to give the sense of not everything in Camden is supposed to be shown in bad light, because a lot of times the media plays it out to be like such a bad portions and stuff like that of America. And especially with a bando, they're usually advertised as drug houses, whereas me, I took it and twisted it into my own way and basically made it for entrepreneurs, young upcoming artists to showcase their work and sell their type of art, their deals, their dealers, you know. So I kind of wanted to make a positive light on the bando, and it worked out because a lot of people got some great feedback tonight. So.
All right, so how many artists did you have today?
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't keep count.
And also, where were they from? Were they all from Jersey, just one area, Philly? Where did you go to get these artists?
No, not at all. Like the best thing about this was I wanted a tri-state feel, because I didn't want to just centralize it around Jersey. I do a lot of stuff with my Jersey artists and stuff as far as collabs and stuff like that, but I wanted to make it bigger than that, and like I wanted to test out whether or not other areas would interact with me, and it worked out for the better. I had people come from Philly, deep in Pennsylvania, also New York and North Jersey. So there was a couple of distances and stuff like that, but that just kind of showed me like, damn, you would really travel miles just to like, you know, support and even showcase your work, to show people what you could do. Like you travel miles just to show it, like, and that's love in the end of it. So.
leading up to the event, like, were you nervous? Were you scared that people weren't going to come? Like, with the preparation, all your hard work, like, how did you feel with the turnout?
Right.
So I'm saying, how'd you feel with the build-up, and then how'd you feel with the turnout?
So from the very beginning, I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of people like to tell me, like, oh, you got a good pull, you got a good clout, and I'm just like, I don't really feel that. Like, I don't really ever feel like I hold that much of a high standard. But the fact that, like, a lot of artists reached out to me, and, like, a lot of people, like, just even came in general. There was not one moment during this entire event, which I was really shocked, that it wasn't a full house, which was pretty cool. I'd say another thing, last night, for example, I was, like, really stressed here. I was here till, like, 5 in the morning working on the neon room. And I was really stressed out, and I had a call from one of the artists, and, like, he just reminded me, like, you know, you put this all together, like, you're stressed about it now, but just think about it. You got 20 people together with a common goal, with a common interest, and you should be proud of that, that you got, like, so many people on that type of vibe to support each other and market each other and brand each other. So it kind of made me feel good about myself. I really like that, so it was cool.
Yeah, because I feel like you should continue this. Mm-hmm. This was a great way for you to brand, like you said, and like you were told, you know, get out there and network. This was definitely a great networking event, and it definitely showcased a lot of different artists. Yeah. So you should really be proud about that, and I feel like there should be a Paint and Pyrex part too.
I mean, it might be, because, like, honestly, the turnout of this, I did not, like, to me, I don't know, it's, like, weird, but I'll be thinking, like, it reminds me of, like, a little mini Project X. Like, I really did not think this many people was going to come, like, you know, but I feel as though, like, I don't know, it might be a part two. It'll be a part two in the works. A lot of the artists that did come, it was their first show. Yeah. So just to see them, and they did, like, extremely well, like, they surpassed my expectations, was, like, just dope as hell, so. And
it wasn't just artists, like painters and stuff like that. Who else was here?
So basically, originally it was supposed to be art, like as form of like visual arts and stuff like that. But I had a couple musicians reach out to me, and I had the idea, like, well, you know, like everybody eat type stuff. I always be on that type time. So I was just like, well, that's an art too. So, you know, I reached out, like, back out to them and stuff, and I was like, hey, come perform at my show and stuff like that, just to give them a platform. But other than like painters, we had people airbrushing, we had people customizing sneakers on spot, we had people customizing apparel on spot. We had 2 performances by 2 great artists, upcoming artists from around the area, one from Pensacola, one from Trenton. So it was pretty cool to see them come together.
Yeah, it was really dope. I was able to make the performances, and I also got a chance to look around the house and right now tell them where we are, what room are we in.
Alright, so it's a little worn down right now, but that was supposed to be the feel. Right now we are in my favorite color is collection. This room is dedicated to basically my favorite color, which I feel like everybody know by now, is yellow. But like when I say my favorite color is, it's not just wanting the response, oh, yellow's your favorite color. Like I feel like my favorite color is sometimes like a do-rag, or sometimes it feel like roses. Sometimes it feel like my friend who's like beating cancer. It just like, it gives you a feeling of something different. So that's why I really made like the whole entire room.
Okay. So the paintings in here, did you do all of these paintings, or are these like collabs with different artists?
So basically, majority of the paintings are all mine. Besides this one, I had actually, I work at a corner store. One of my customers, she always comes in and she always sees paint on me and stuff like that. And she asked me, did I paint? And I told her, yeah. And she told me her little like daughter draws and stuff. So I had her daughter come over one day and paint this for me and stuff like that. And I told her, she actually came earlier, showcased it for everybody. She's 8 years old, so like I thought that was pretty cool.
That's dope.
I have another one. This one's from my cousin. He literally just came from DR, probably like less than a week ago. He's like about 6 years old, and like when he made this, like everybody was like, what? But when I saw it, it was like, I don't know, it gave me like a Basquiat feel.
Yeah.
So definitely. I thought it was pretty dope. Like a 6-year-old did this, you know. So I try my hardest to like even vent like little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could do anything just to help one person at a time, I mean, I would do that. Like, you know, running around today was like crazy, but it really was worth it, like with this whole entire event. So I'm really like proud of myself.
Yes, as you should be. This was a beautiful event with beautiful paintings. Oh, can you tell me about this painting? Because this one looks
Alright, so the story behind this painting is basically, it was originally a painting of something else, and I blacked out the canvas because I was just really upset. And I was like in like a stage of like, I ain't really like, I wasn't like really all there. I wasn't motivated, let me put it like that. So as the black was drying, I decided to put a face on it of how I felt. And it was the first layer. I believe the first layer was yellow. So then the next day I looked at it, I was like, I don't feel that type of way no more. Today I feel happy. So basically I overlined it with another facial expression. So I went through an entire week of just overlapping it with different expressions. Some days I felt sad, some days I was really happy. And right here, the paper in itself just says it's a compilation of emotions in a series of 7 days, which is why it's called 7 days, but D-A-Z-E. You know, it gives it like a drag feeling and stuff like that. So that was what inspired me to do that. And I was actually pretty proud of the outcome that it came out with because it looks kind of like weird abstract. So.
Okay. And do you think this event that you held motivated you to do more, or what is the outcome of the event? Like, what was the effect of the outcome of the event on you?
I feel like the outcome of the event kind of like pushed me just to do more stuff like this. Like me, like I really love helping people. Like if I could do anything, just because the love I get back from it is like 100 times better. But I do feel like I will be doing another showcase of this, like this. But obviously with a bigger house. We're gonna go bigger and bigger and bigger until I can't go no more bigger, which is impossible, but you know. So hopefully it works out for the better. But my biggest like thing is not only getting myself out, but at least trying to latch on to other artists along the way just to help them out, you know?
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank you for inviting me and letting me come and interview you and look around, and everything in here was dope. It was a brilliant idea. I feel like you should continue this, as I said before, and just let our neighbors know what's your Instagram and all that stuff, where they can get connected with you and hopefully buy some paintings, okay?
Right. My Instagram is __art by Chichi _ and I also have my personal Instagram. You can kind of like play with it. I do _ Lissette, LISSETTE _. So you can follow me on either one of those. It's pretty fun.